Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. It is Tuesday, the 3rd of August. We are only 11 days out now for looking forward to that game between Manchester United and Leeds United at Old Trafford. We've got loads to go through in today's video. Plenty of transfer updates, not least the biggest update yet on Matheus Pereira, and so much more in today's episode of the Daily Leeds. As always, smash a like on the stream, subscribe, comment, get your notification bell smashed, and let's get into today's video. And this is the moment when I take a stand. So guys, before we discuss the Matheus Pereira big update, I've got a few transfer links and transfer updates to give you on players we've been linked to and throughout the window. And before I do that, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that watched yesterday's video. It got a lot of love with myself and Gary doing a big transfer update. So what I'm going to do moving forward now is on a Monday, get a guest on like I did, or maybe even get Gaz back, keep a list of everyone we've been linked to, and then just have a little bit of a transfer chat, a little bit of an extended episode on a Monday morning for you. Let me know if that works. But as I said, the video yesterday was very well received. I was a bit conscious it would be a bit longer than normal and would people stay tuned, etc. But it got absolutely loads of love in the comments. So thank you very much for that. And as I say, this channel, when you see something you like and you give comments and praise, I'm obviously going to say, right, okay, they want more of that, so let's do more of that. Remember, I will have a live stream on Saturday with a couple of Leeds fans, one of them being Gary from Talking Shut, just chatting about the season and what our hopes and dreams are for the season, as it were, and have we had a good transfer window, haven't we? So, yeah, look out for that. That'll be dropping on Saturday as well, so make sure you get your notification bell smashed. But let's chat about today's video and what we've got in there. So we're going to speak, first of all, about Hibernian left-back. The next Kieran Tierney, Josh Doig. Of course, we know that Leeds United are interested in him with a host of Premier League clubs. And it's been reported now that apparently Hibernian are actually close to an agreement with two clubs for the sale of the left-back. Fee likely to be around about 4.5 million or 4 to 5 million. And we know that previously clubs had gone up and they were coming with like 3 million and no sort of like chat with in case of add-ons and all that sort of stuff. Their chairman openly said that. So I think obviously the clubs that are interested have gone back and probably increased their offer, but also included in there maybe appearance bonuses if they were to get European football, all that sort of stuff. If he gets a national call up for Scotland, do you know what I mean? This is the sort of things that get added into deals. And look, Burnley have been interested. We know that Watford, we've seen Arsenal, ourselves. There's a number of clubs. Apparently, Burnley are happy for him to go on loan. So bring him in and then send him straight out on loan. Apparently, the club that they're looking at doing that with is Nottingham Forest. So we'll have to wait and see. Look, it makes sense for me as a Leeds United fan for us to be in the window for a left back because we're so light in that area. Seems a bit strange, really, though, that I suppose, really, if you sit back and think about it, are we? Because why would we have sent Leif Davis on loan? Unless Bielsa just doesn't think he's up to it, you know? We've let Alioski go. Not let him go. We've offered him a deal. He got a lot more money elsewhere from Saudi Arabia. But it makes sense for us to be back in for a left back. But 4 or 5 million seems quite a large outlay, especially when you're considering like O'Brien can be got for like 10 million. And he seems to be the number one midfield pick at this minute. So although I think, yes, we're in the mix for a left back, I'm not sure if Josh Doig is the one or if indeed we'll go for one, because why let Leif Davis go out on a season-long loan? I think from a personal standpoint, I would like us to have another left-back there, because if Firpo gets injured, Dallas has to go there, you lose something in midfield, and then it's square pegs in round holes, a bit like it was last season. But I suppose it's always been like that under Bielsa, hasn't it? So, yeah, it's a bit of a head-scratcher. If we are in for Josh Doig, if he is the next Kieran Tierney, let's make it happen, but we'll have to wait and see. We're now going to chat about Noah Lang. Plenty of Belgian clubs are working on new signings, and as I spoke to you yesterday with Gaz, it's been confirmed today that Club Brugge have taken Barcelona winger Alex Collado on loan. Paperwork all set to be signed. Barcelona will take him back next summer, but does that now mean that the Club Brugge are willing to listen to offers for Noah Lang? You know, it's on record as them saying, look, we're not willing to get rid of Noah Lang until we've got a ready-made replacement. Now Alex Collado's coming. Is that the replacement that they want? Does that then mean, as we expected late in the window, that Noah Lang's going to become available for Leeds United. We'll have to wait and see. He's an exciting one. He's one I'd take. He's one I'd 100% take. Quick update on Lewis O'Brien. Yorkshire Live, the Huddersfield section of Yorkshire Live, Baron Cross's buddies, did a little bit of a video over on Leeds Live. And from what they understand at Huddersfield at this moment in time, there hasn't been an official bid for Lewis O'Brien. So there has been no bid gone in yet for Lewis O'Brien. But it would seem that Lewis O'Brien is Leeds United's #1 pick for the centre midfielder option at this moment in time. Okay, we know it was Conor Gallagher. We waited for a month for that lad. He's gone to Crystal Palace. He'll be getting booze from me when he turns up at Elland Road. Just what it is. I've got sour grapes. I'm bitter. That's just me. But I think, look, Lewis O'Brien, someone said to me yesterday, the Huddersfield Iniesta. He's a young lad. He fits the profile. 10 million in today's market. Is it that big? Probably not. I know it's not the marquee signing that everyone would like, but maybe if we get a Lewis O'Brien in at 10 million, we can then go spend money on a Noah Lang. Maybe that's why we wanted the loan for Conor Gallagher, so we could then spend big money on Noah Lang or another exciting prospect, maybe a Matheus Cunha. Although we know Matheus Cunha is not happening. We haven't heard from that for a very long time. We're now going to move on to the biggest news that came out yesterday. Of course, Matheus Pereira. Matheus Pereira actually put out an official statement regarding his future and said on the West Brom, because if you remember, the West Brom coach has come out and said his head's not in the game, making out he's been disrespecting West Brom. And he, to be honest, he put out a massive, massive statement. And fair play to the guy, because he said, look, I'm really grateful for everything West Brom have done for me. But I do want to leave. He said that, I do want to leave, but in a fair and correct manner. And I'm not having the coach of West Brom basically defamate my character when all he was saying was not true. I am there, but I do want to leave, but I want to do it in the right manner. Okay? And he actually said in his little statement as well that he'd had a life-changing bid about a month ago, a life-changing bid that a 25-year-old would secure his family's future. And as I read that, I remember him getting an offer from Saudi Arabia, Ali Alil, I think, where Gianni Alioski's playing. So as soon as I read that, I thought, well, he's got an offer on the table from Saudi Arabia that's life-changing. Leeds United surely are interested in him. Because if we were, the money that we're going to be offering surely isn't going to be life-changing. Not for a guy still with his prime yet to come. You would think he's got further to go. I get it, but I mean, I guess any money in football for someone like me is life-changing. But at this stage in his career, our Leeds offering such a package that could financially secure his family at the age of 25. That's basically what he wrote in his statement. So then when he went on to say that 4 weeks ago I had an offer that was life-changing, I'm thinking, that's that Saudi Arabian club. Surely. And then the boys LUFCfanzone were up to their old tricks again. Love them lads. They keep this show going. Big shout out to the boys. They actually spoke to a source close to Matheus Pereira. They said, look, categorically, Matheus has not received no contact from Leeds at all during this transfer window. Which, again, look, we've been linked a number of times. Of course, it's an easy link to make. We're a decent side. We've gone up. We've had a great first season. He's not going to be going to a top 6 side. We look decent in and around that area. They've gone down. Surely we would go in for Matheus Pereira. It's an easy link. It's an easy link to make for me. And then when we've waited a month for Conor Gallagher, I'm like, well, we're clearly not in for Pereira. We're clearly not in for Pereira because he wants to leave. And if we were, it'd be all signed, sealed, delivered. He'd already be in the door kind of thing. We went for Conor Gallagher and we waited a month for him. So the fact that nothing's rumbled on yet with Matheus Pereira, you're like, surely it's not going to happen. And the fact that his agent now is coming out and saying that Leeds haven't made contact whatsoever. His agent did go on to say, despite no approach, I feel that Leeds would be a very good club for Matheus. You know, he wants to leave West Brom. He's that come and get me plea from his agent, you know. He went on to say, Matheus deserves to continue in the Premier League for what he did last season. He will always be available at Leeds' disposal for whatever is needed. However, he hasn't received any contact despite the links. So Matheus Pereira will be up for that move. Matheus Pereira wants to stay in the Premier League. His agent wants him to stay in the Premier League, it would seem. His agent believes Leeds United and Matheus Pereira would be a great fit. So do I. But I just don't think it's going to happen because contact would have been made by now. I think Matheus Pereira is going to end up in Saudi Arabia, Al Hilal, if I'm being honest. Especially with this life-changing amount of money that's been mentioned in his statement. I just don't see it moving on to Leeds. And I know that'll disappoint a lot of people because a lot of people want him to come to Leeds United. Me being one of them, to be honest. But it looks like he's set for, abroad as it were, outside of English football for me. I don't know. Maybe he will stay in England. His agent wants him to, believes he deserves to, and I believe he deserves to. But it ain't going to be at Leeds United, guys. It ain't going to be at Leeds United. Yeah, there's your big update. He's come out. He says he wants to leave West Brom. His agent's come out and said, yeah, he'd like to move to Leeds. However, there's been no contact whatsoever. And you'd be led to believe through the month of June, through the month of July, that he was one of Victor Orta's targets. But he's definitely not. Matheus Pereira isn't on that list. Otherwise, inroads would have already been made. And you can't tell me Victor Orta seeing that statement and going, oh, Matheus Pereira wants to come. Now we'll get on the phone to him. Leeds would want him and they'd have contacted him if they wanted him, you know? There you go. Matheus Pereira is not coming to Leeds United. We're now going to speak about one of our own players, Junior Firpo. He had an interview with Sky Sports and he spoke about his move, about Bielsa, about Leeds United and what he expects for the season ahead. Firpo told Sky Sports, I will never want to forget Victor Orta for what he did when he came out. Remember, a lot of these clubs wanted Zoom calls with Junior. They wanted Zoom calls to agree the deal, not our sporting director. That guy hopped on the train, he hopped on the plane. You can't get a train in Spain. Oh, alliteration, baby. No, but he went over, he quarantined, he took him out for meal, he wined and dined him, yeah? Victor comes to me and shows the project to the team, of the club. I think the first time I spoke with him, I had a clear decision, yeah? That's what a player should be like. That's what a player should be like. Not like Conor Gallagher waiting for a month. You can tell that I'm still sour about this. This is what I don't understand. When Victor Orta comes, like with Robin Cork, when he shows them this, spreadsheet, PowerPoint, whatever it is, these players should be like, yo, this is where I want to be. And that's what Junior Firpo were like. In terms of what it's been like for him at Leeds United, he said, I found it good. It's a little bit hard, really, physically, doing a lot of sessions of training, but good. All my teammates give me a warm welcome. Yeah. He spoke about Bielsa, what's expected of him. He says he wants players that press high, 1v1s on the pitch with long distance. I think this is my style of football. We've seen him doing that. We've seen him doing that against Real Betis for that great assist for Paddy Bamford. I spoke about the game against Manchester United, which is in, less than 2 weeks now. He said it's going to be good because it's a big club, a big stadium, a nice stadium. But I want to play at home with my own fans. It's been 2 years without fans. It's a long time. I'm really excited to play with them because of all the people say to me, they are amazing. So I want to see. And we are amazing. When that game against Everton comes and it's shown on Sky, tell you, man, them Sky cams are going to be like, yo, this is what a proper atmosphere is like. I, for one, can't wait. And he says, I only have to say to them that I will give my all to the fans. I need to play because I'm really hungry to play. For playing here, I will give my all in all the games. Great to hear that from Junior Firpo. He's in my dream team. He's going to smash it this season. Provided he doesn't break down, because we know what it can be like in your first season under Bielsa. But I think he's going to have an absolutely fantastic season. And just while we're on the subject of breaking down as well, it's a key point because Barry Douglas has done an interview in the Daily Record, a Scottish paper, just about his time at Leeds United. Obviously, he's now moved to Lech Poznan. He's gone back to Poland. And just on I just wanted to pick up on the comments he made at Leeds United. So I thought it'd give us an insight to where we think Forshaw will be, because he said, at Leeds, I kept breaking down, maybe because of the rigorous regime there. But I got over a mental hurdle last year at Blackburn by playing in every game when I was available to play. Physically, I feel good and ready for this. That's where he's at now. I'm really glad to hear that, Barry, and I hope he's, goes on and has a great career at Lech Poznan in the twilight of his career. But it's interesting hearing him saying about the rigorous regime and how he kept breaking down. And we've seen that at Leeds United. Some players are not quite up to it. And I just think, I think about Adam Forshaw. I was actually listening to All Stats Aren't We as well yesterday, and they were discussing Adam Forshaw. And I think it was Josh Hobbs had said how he probably sees Forshaw 6 months in the under-23s, goes out on loan and then looks for a new club. And I think maybe Adam Forshaw is in that bracket a bit like Barry was, where he just keeps breaking down because of such a rigorous regime. I've said it myself in the past. I think Adam Forshaw could probably play regularly in the Championship now. now, probably, you know, but just the demands that are put on players at Leeds United, it is so tough. And I just thought I'd bring that in. What Barry had said about it, now I can liken it to Forshaw. And, you know, it's a little bit disappointing what's happened to Forshaw, because he would be a great option for us. And just to finish, guys, as well, of course, less than 2 weeks away, we travel to Old Trafford to take on Manchester United. The tickets will go on sale this week. £30 for adults, concessions for the rest. No more than £30. We've been given 3,000 tickets. Wednesday, the 4th of August at 1 p.m, tickets go on sale to Super away attendees. Them supporters are guaranteed a ticket, but must apply before 12 p.m. on Thursday, the 5th of August. You know for a fact they're applying. They're gone. Thursday, 5th of August at 1, it's then the away tracker tickets. The reason I'm giving you this information, because normally you'd have no chance, but there is a chance for season ticket holders and members to get a ticket for this game. So, yeah, Thursday, 5th of August at 1 p.m, away season tracker tickets go on sale online to supporters who attended 9 or more away games last season. And that'll be on a first-come, first-service with a 50% chance of securing a ticket. That's going to mean this ticket's left over for season ticket holders. So I myself, a season ticket holder, can apply on Friday at 1 p.m. Okay, they'll go online to season ticket holders on a first-come, first-served basis. And then what's left, they'll then go on sale. There'll be a small section on sale to Leeds members, and they'll go on sale Monday, the 9th of August at 1 p.m. So if you are a season ticket holder member, there is a chance you will still get one, because normally they're, you know, scooped up. Normally they are scooped up. And that's why I give you that information, because if you do want to get to Old Trafford, there is an opportunity for you to do that. That is it from me today on the Daily Leeds on Tuesday, the 3rd of August. I hope you have a great day. We've got plenty more content to come, of course. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we will play Ajax, so we'll have a watch along for that game and another episode of the Daily Leeds. Then Thursday before the whistle blows. Friday, you know, it's all busy. It's all go on the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you're enjoying it. Thank you so much for your support. It means the absolute world. Peace out now. Leeds.